to the first edition of Cigars and Consequences, the 615 Chronicles, right? So look, we gonna come out with receipts. We ain't gonna do no capping, right? So we're gonna come out with receipts. We see the FEDS got me at one time, United States versus among peoples. So we got it here, right? Let me ask you a question. Do you think $400,000 to $1.72 million, do you think is worth 3 years of balling? Hey you, now so I got your attention. Make sure that you like, comment, and share. And most of all, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Number one thing, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get back to the show at hand. Let that set in. All right. So according to the government, during the time that me and my co-defendants were committing aggravated identity theft and credit card fraud, this is what they say that we actually defrauded from the people, right? So let me give you a backstory. Come kick it with me. As I said, we're gonna discuss Cigars and Consequences, the 615 Chronicles, right? Imagine this. A 21-year-old kid, a sophomore in college, got his head on straight, grades are good. I mean, hell, I was even offered a football scholarship to go play at Mississippi Valley State University. And for y'all that don't know where Mississippi Valley State University is located at, and for all my sport fanatics, y'all know that's the alma mater to the great, he coined that word, the GOAT, Jerry Rice himself. I was offered a football scholarship to even play at Mississippi Valley State University, in which I did. I played there, right? But however, that wasn't enough. College, it wasn't for me, but we're not here to even talk about college, right? But I'm just letting you know that I was in college. I was doing everything that I was supposed to do the right way. But however, when things were not going the way that I wanted them to go in college, I took a path to destruction. Now here we go. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of what's going on here, right? I'll never forget this day. I remember vividly. October 31st, 2006, Halloween day, right? My co-defendant by the name of Big Baby, we'll talk more about Big Baby later, right? But Big Baby, he's from New Orleans, home of the hustlers, right? So Big Baby said, hey man, I know you've been slinging these DVDs for a minute. Yeah, keep in mind that I was always a hustler. So in the early 2000s, we know that the DVD burning or bootleg DVDs was the thing. From my freshman year to my senior year in high school, I used to hustle DVDs and was making damn good money too. I met Big Baby when I was about 15 years old, working at the local Domino's, the local pizza shop, which is called Domino's, the franchise, right? So fast forward until when I go off to college, I'm not part of the in crowd. I'm not dealing with the light-skinned girls with the wavy hair. I'm not dealing with all the exotic girls. I'm just getting what I could get. Y'all know how I go whenever you busted and disgusted and you're a freshman going to college and you're not a phenomenal athlete. You just an ordinary college student, right? So I was considered an ordinary college student. So Big Baby say, "You ready to make some money?" And you know I'm about making that bread. What's how? Big Baby say, "Okay, cool. Put on your best gear that you have." Big Baby said, "Put on your best gear that you have." During that era, for all of us that know, you got to be 35 and older to understand this. So in the early 2000s, they would call them Jay-Z pinstripe shirts, right? It was the ones, if you go back and go look at the old Jay-Z videos in the early 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, you'll see we had the long sleeve shirts on with the pinstripe. I had on my long sleeve Jay-Z pinstripe shirt with some baggy jeans, braids to the back, because I had braids during that time, and some white Timberland shoes on. I thought I was fly, but you got to understand I come from an impoverished environment, so I didn't know what my Sunday best would be. And plus, I didn't attend church, so I didn't have Sunday clothes. So I just threw on what I would wear during that particular time that I thought was fly. So when I stepped out of my dorm room, I'll never forget it. I was attending the University of Louisiana in Monroe, right? AKA ULM. As I walked to Big Baby's car, matter of fact, I'll never forget it. She was in a Ford F-150. It was a two-door Ford F-150. Oh, nah, I take that back. She was in a Ford Expedition. That's when Big Baby had a Ford Expedition, right? So I get in the car. She was like, "This your Sunday's best?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, this my Sunday's best." So matter of fact, this the best that I can come up with. What's that? What we doing? Big Baby goes to say, "Well, we finna go ride to Houston, Texas." So we're driving from Monroe, Louisiana to go to Houston, Texas. But in the process of us going to Houston, Texas, she's like, "Nah, man, we got to go ahead and go and get you some better gear. We got to clean you up. We can't go out there looking like this." Big Baby, I ain't got no money, man, so how we gonna... Don't worry about it. Don't trip. We got you, right? In the inset of this video that I'm talking to y'all on, y'all will see popping up on the screen right now what it was that Big Baby would have me use. Big Baby had already had some cards made up, right? And then also we're gonna put the picture of the embosser of how we made the cards. So I'm like, well, damn. I'm baffled during that time because I'm like, well, she already had some cards printed up in which they said Ashton Brown. Those cards said Ashton Brown, and y'all will understand later how I was able to get an ID that matched the card, because I'm like, okay, well, if I go up in here with a card that says Ashton Brown and my name is Amon Peoples, then how am I gonna be able to purchase what it is that I need to get? But Big Baby was already a master of her craft, so she already knew what it was. So what we did, we drove from Louisiana, and our first stop probably was, we drove from Monroe, Louisiana, and our first stop probably was in Shreveport, Louisiana. With the cards that we had, she already had the cards printed up, right? So in here too, even though you know I'm a dark-skinned guy, but you probably can't see my face, so it is what it is. But you'll see inside of this video, somewhere on the screen, somewhere here, you'll see that there was a ID that I got eventually, which is called Ashton Brown. But Big Baby had already had the cards printed up. So when she had the cards printed up, we go to Dillard's. Now keep in mind, if you go to Dillard's, even still to this day, 20 some odd years later, Dillard's still do not ask for ID whenever you swipe your card. I mean, hell, a lot of stores, they don't even ask for IDs whenever you swipe your credit cards nowadays. You do your tap with your card, or you tap with your iPhone, or whatever payment methods you do, or whatever payment methods that we do. They don't even ask for IDs anymore. So they was even bad with that at Dillard's. So at Dillard's, we stopped by Dillard's in Shreveport, Louisiana. Man, she like, man, take that bullshit off, man. Take that off. Like, you embarrassing me. You're going to get us popped on our first rip. Pop? What you mean? So she's still not telling me what we about to do. She said, look, man. She didn't tell me the complexities, or she didn't explain any of the intricacies of what we were doing. She just threw me out there in the water with no life jacket at all, right? No lifeguard to protect me. But I mean, Big Baby would walk me through the whole process to make sure I was good. So she gave me about 3 or 4 cards. So when I go in there with these 3, 4 different cards, they had Ashton Brown already on there. But Big Baby already knowing that they're not going to ask for my ID to match the credit card that we're using to go into Dillard's to get me some more gear, right? So I go in Dillard's. She say, man, pick out whatever. She said, nah, matter of fact, no. Don't go in there and pick out what you're going to pick out. I got you. So Big Baby, she's fresh to death, fly, polo done. You hear me? So she go up in there and gets me polo gear. She go up in there and get me all type of name brand clothing that were casual clothing, right? Kind of like how Fortune 500 CEO would dress. And Big Baby was very prone to wearing the cutoff vest, the polo cutoff vest, or it didn't even have to be polo, it just be the cutoff vest. And then she would like to couple it with a short sleeve polo shirt or a long sleeve polo shirt. Like that was her signature wear right there, right? So we went up in there and grabbed me a couple pieces like that. But then I also went in there and just grabbed me a couple polo style shirts, slacks. And then she was also big on Kohans. So she grabbed me a few Kohans. She grabbed me a couple Steve Madden square toed. And also she actually had me to get a few more dress clothes and a few more dress shoes. But she picked all of it out, right? I'm still ignorant as to what's going on. So Big Baby gets all the clothes. We try them on, make sure we're good. We go to the register. When we go to the register, Big Baby say, always make sure that you find you a duck. I'm like, find me a duck. And then why you giving me these cards and these cards don't say among people on there? She say, man, don't worry about none of that. Like I'm telling you, it's going to go through. The card's going to go through. Don't worry about none of that. You straight. When you go to the cash register, just act normal. You're Ashton Brown. Get your clothes. I'm going to see you back at the truck. You're going to see me back at the truck? Man, I'm shaking in my boots. Man, Big Baby done left me up and down. She's like, nah, I ain't going to leave you in here, man. I got you. She stood beside me the whole time. And when we rung up the stuff, it probably came up to be about $1,000 some or a little bit over $1,000 some. So I'm changing my entire wardrobe, right? When I swipe the card, walk up. That's me and Big Baby word that we used to do whenever the cars were doing good. That day, I called Big Baby, hey man, I was walking all day. Walk up, swiping the hell out that card, right? When I hit him with the walk up, which was swiping the card, Dillard's, that machine say, or whatever it say, right? So I'm gonna have to go into Dillard's and actually swipe a card. Hey, I do things the legal way now. You know, I end up almost doing 10 years up in the feds for doing these illicit activities. So therefore, we may actually reenact it, but we're going to reenact it with a card that says among peoples on it. And it may be a dealer's card because right now, I actually have exceptional credit. I'm a credit repair specialist right now, right? So therefore, we're going to reenact it. But when we reenact it, we're going to reenact it from a sense of legality. Back to the story at hand. So I go up there. I hit him with the walk up, it go through. I'm like, damn. So Big Baby is kind of somewhat of, yeah, we rocking now. Shit, mama ain't never did this. Dad ain't never did this. Immediate family ain't never did this. Extended family ain't never did this. Man, I'm indebted to you. Let's go. That's why I started calling him Big Baby, because it was more like, man, look, you my baby, but Big Baby, we'll get more into that later on or whatever. But Big Baby was a word of endearment that I would say to her because, you know, in Louisiana, we live there and call everybody our baby. And when we call people baby from Louisiana, it's just a sense of endearment. But Big Baby, you know what I'm saying? That's my big dog, my big baby, right? I'm walking out the store cheesing, laughing like, so guess what, man? In Shreveport, Louisiana, at Dillard's, that's when I got my first hit and I never turned back. As we walking out the stores in Dillard's, me and Big Baby get back to the truck and you won't believe what happened next. Y'all stay tuned. It got more to come, man. This is just the beginning. It's gonna be lit. I don't know nobody else out there doing it like this year. I'll see you on the next one, baby. Who better than to learn how to actually get your credit repaired by somebody that lived on both sides of the spectrum, the legal side of it and the legal side. So I've got my credit up to an exceptional score. If you go look at the exceptional score, you know you can be anywhere from the mid-7s to the high 8s. Make sure you tap inside of my school community to where I'm showing y'all how to leverage your credit. We're removing late payments. We getting repos took off. We're getting collections took off. We're getting derogatories took off. Inquiries took off. Names, addresses, employers that don't belong to you. We're getting all that took off. Just join the school community to where I can show you how to leverage your credit, how you can turn credit into cash. We're showing you how to actually take your credit and go out there and do whatever it is that you so much desire. If you want to get a business, we're going to show you how to get the business. You want to go out there and just get capital so you can have it a part of or whatever you want to use it for in the near future. Have your capital, get it. But just don't use your credit and just say, I got a good credit score. Nah, man, get your credit, leverage it, do what you want to do with it, fly around the world for free, eat for free, whatever you want to do. But make sure that you tap inside of the school community. The link is below. The link is below. Inside the description, tap inside the school community. Let's get it, let's go. Let's stop living life on the edge. Let's stop doing things from an illegal perspective. Let's stop living life on the precipice. Let's go ahead and live life in an upward trajectory. The link is in the description below. Let's tap in, let's get this credit repaired, get inside the school community so you can live a life that you always dreamed of.